this land whispers many stories. I've now known for so long the ones I've been in, the ones kept in the shadows, yet I don't know if they've ended, and widest to reach where I am now. It has always been this way, and it would always remain so, or so I once thought. I am Reyna Carvina, Yellowhammer Squadron's leader, a former member of the Strelkan Air Force's 5th Air Division 23rd Tactical Fighter Squadron. I flew the skies of Papua New Guinea during its liberation, and I still remain there. As a member of the Arrows of New Guinea. Kill switch. Gentlemen, what's new?
We now have 2 destroyers ready for battle, and 5 fully operational PT boats from the Postman Shipping Company with another 4 in reserve.
That can be a sufficient fleet. As you may know, our squadrons are ready, or at least the main ones. The flying boat will also be joining us. An aerial battleship. That I'd like to see. We will need everything we have for the coming event. ISAF is now spread out with combating the alien fleets in Europe. Yeah, but those fleets are now destroyed. They have breathing space now. Yes, but even so, more of the responsibility is now in our hands. The PNG Vision 2050 is still in force, as is the Defense Force white paper proposals. We must defend Papua New Guinea from alien invasion once more. Ugh. They've been drawn to here like moths to a flame ever since the middle of the invasion. Why do they keep coming here? You want to know the truth? Our spider fortress was built by the space pirates. The aliens must be trying to capture it and all our resources at the same time. We are the only aviators standing in their way, at least the only ones for hundreds of miles around.
Australia, New Zealand, the Solomons and Subordinate Island will send reinforcements. As the Battle of New Ireland proves, this isn't the first time we've been the main bulk since the Vrabacs Foundation's
Exactly,
onslaught.
comrade. This will be the moment of truth. For the vision. Oh, one more thing. My Mirage is currently being repaired, and it will take some time before it's fully fixed. So I'll be commandeering one of the interceptors. This will be interesting. A rocket-powered plane. Who would have thought?
Oh, almost forgot, Kill Switch. The Admiral wants to meet up with you in High Sanctuary.
Okay. I'll see you all later. Sounds like something special is planned for you. Good luck. High Sanctuary, the center of operations for the Arrows of New Guinea. These headquarters were our main citadel, and the symbol of our potential. In the internal hub of this citadel lay this very building. In its center sat our power source, the Sodoran Dreadnought, a spaceship embedded within the area by beings who visited long before. The region itself contained many locations important and sacred to the Arrows, such as the Spider Fortress, the Sanctum, and the Mausoleum of Past Encounters, now have been summoned to the Supreme Commander's office himself. Valbarossa.
Admiral Martindale.
I understand that all deliveries are nearly complete, but how well will we fare against an alien fleet with these new supplies?
What kind of fleet are you dealing with?
It must be a remnant of the fleet that attacked New Zealand. They must be seeking a place to hide here, or worse, they must be looking for our resources once more, including that which we hold most secret.
The weapons should be adequate if properly used. It depends on how many they have. My concern is that tensions are rising between us and ISAF.
What? This is no time for quarreling. Our world is at stake.
It's a complex story.
I know that your kind is a renegade by nature, but these are times where we must work together. Individually we are a drop, together we are the sea. I hope you understand that.
I agree to that. That's why it's necessary to take unusual steps. If someone wishes to talk about our arms dealing, they will have to wait. Keep me updated on your progress. Valbarossa, Hawkeye, signing off.
You wanted to see me, sir? Yes, Carvina. Please sit. As you may know, the situation for Papua New Guinea is changing. It's been a frightful year for us indeed, and now we have to deal with an alien onslaught. Just after a frightful election year. The Project 9 insurgency took a lot out of us. We've lost a lot of planes and men. The Americans took multiple casualties as well. Even now we're still rebuilding. That was a fateful few days during this January. Loss is difficult to overcome indeed, Carbina. Don't dwell on what went wrong. Instead, focus on what to do next. Spend your energies on moving forward toward finding the answer. I mean, look at me in my past career. My aircraft carrier of the Strelkan Navy now rests in the waters up the coast of Madang. And now I have a new life, leading the Arrows of New Guinea. As for my penance, I'm sure the Parliament will have its corpse in due time. Still, that is not the reason I summoned you. This concerns the recent hostilities between our friends. That's right, the pirates and ISAF. Yes, most unfortunately. What does it mean to be a pirate nowadays? They're usually just a few petty thieves off the coast of Somalia or Southeast Asia. But Barbarossa sounds like she belongs either in the Mediterranean or the Caribbean. Which brings me to my next point. It is time that you finally learned, and I finally learned, what it means to be Barbarossa, Hawkeye. I have a book right here. You are right. These are not ordinary pirates we are dealing with. They are outcasts, casted away in the following days of the invasion. Renegades, and all that. Right here, we have the answers.
You mean this book? Yes, an archive of Barbarossa's old days.
They descend from times when we had to scan every horizon for the famed Jolly Roger.
We can only be thankful that this golden age is one gone by. Now we have here the standard pirate vessel. Back then it was only the sloop, but then there was stuff as Queen Anne's Revenge. So this is their supply route? Yes. We're down where New Holland used to be, and they travel up the Pacific Ocean through the Bering Strait. Oh, you keep gold dust?
Gold dust is a valuable commodity, but coins were more popular because dust would have to be weighed.
Very interesting. And these are the weapons of those times.
The cutlass, held for close quarters fighting, is a terrible weapon unless the pirate wielding it is too drunk from a rum to hit his mark. Fortunately, this is often the case. Now a lot of it has given way to AK-47s and RPGs.
This is one we should pay attention to, female pirates.
Why is that a big deal?
As it says there, those mistresses of disguise are not to be trifled with. Anne Bonny, Mary Read?
Oh yes, they would go down in Irish history as some of the most feared pirates. We have now discovered the location of Shiri Island after all these years, after found by Irish settlers who never returned from their Imram.
Pirate customs? These guys had rules?
Yes, Bartholomew Roberts commanded such standards from his crew. After all, how else were they going to work together on that ship? They were not savages, or at least most of the time.
That may be so. Ah, a collection of nautical terms.
Yep, your homework is to be familiar with that. Well, the public has always been interested in stories like this, mostly because of Robinson Crusoe.
This part's concerning pirate punishments. The stuff they don't teach you at school.
There have been word of pirate punishments across the seas, such as walking the plank, but some have seen no evidence of it. Some pirates make their victims dance by pricking their legs with their swords. Other punishments are similar to those on naval ships: keel hauling, being dragged beneath the encrusted hull of the ship by ropes, and being hung from the yardarms. Black Spot, if you receive that in the mail, you better run.
I'm just thankful that that's not one of Barbarossa's gifts to us. At least not yet.
And that's the red flag. When flown, it means no quarter to be given or taken.
Ah, so she'll be on the warpath if she's waving this. And I'm pretty sure she will be.
But this is the most interesting part. It makes you wonder how many of them actually visited Australia before Captain Cook showed up.
Ah, yes. Even before it became a prison island, it was hidden away in a summer for 1,000,000 years.
The animals would have provided a most certain surprise. But if a pirate were to bury his treasure here, there'd be no way of finding it afterward.
Yeah, I suppose so. Especially on a faraway land like this. It would have to take the most complex navigation to find it again. And that's assuming that you have the map to it. This is all very interesting, sir. Though I'm not quite sure what this has to do with finding Barbarossa. Oh, what is this?
Barbarossa did indeed keep many diaries. But this was not the Golden Age, like you said. This is a new age of technology and oil and a new type of warfare. A lot has indeed developed over the years. Oil is the blood for machines, and technology is everywhere. This is a continuing developing world, and we must continue to develop as well. Papua New Guinea, the Arrows, and unfortunately even the pirates.
Yep, our 2013 Defense Force white paper said it all.
There have been many wills and testaments recovered from those who attempted to hunt our predecessors down. They beg us to use these fragments to find their hoard and recompense the many victims of their dreadful crimes and outrages. As for themselves, they committed their souls to the mercy of God and prepared to go down with the ships, knowing that they have done their duty.
So that's how it is. The journey of treacherous waters.
Yes, in the strongest terms. But anyway, that's enough study for one time. Now we need to get to the most important point of tonight. You have been chosen. What? Carvina, have you been told what that thing outside is?
The Sodoran vessel?
I was wondering about that. Never actually been told what it is. This entire area is completely powered by the engines of that decommissioned vessel. Its engines are powerful enough to run the fortress, this building, and the nearby town at a fraction of its potential output. It also possesses a set of auxiliary reactors to generate enough power for emergencies. It continues to be lying embedded within the fortress as a symbol of conviction and peace between the Strelkans, Vrabacs, and Papua New Guinea. Studies of what it is like and what it is capable of have been underway by the greatest minds in the Pacific Ocean for a long time. Now we have finally accessed its onboard computer systems with the assistance of the subordinate islanders, and we will soon be able to pilot it. Yes, it will soon come back to life. But there's still many things we don't know about it. In order to gain full access, one person has to be worthy to take command of it. Said its onboard computer. We have chosen you for that, Carvina. Do you accept this role? I am willing to do anything to contribute. Very well. You are the one to become the keeper of this ship and all of its secrets. I suppose I'll consider this my penance. Then go to its resting place. The scientists will be awaiting you there. Yes, sir. Sir? Carvina. How did it go? How do you feel? I feel great. Very nice to know. Good to know it didn't cripple you or anything. I feel good. I feel top of the world. Your wittiness is still intact. That would have been a high price to pay. Now you have the powers of a sorcerer, and are the keeper of all the secrets that ship bears. And now you are pretty much a guardian of Papua New Guinea. But you must remember, you have a large amount of responsibility with your powers now. Do you understand that? I swear to use it responsibly and to the aid of this nation. Very well. In the next few days you will be traveling far and wide. You're going to defuse the situation between the pirates and ISAF. No doubt the aliens are going to capitalize on this chaos. I recommend you practice a bit with your powers before we... Good morning.
Good morning, Carvina. Have you checked out our flying boat?
Yes. She looks armed and ready. Jeez, so it's like a flying battleship almost. What will they come up with next?
You're telling me. We've developed rocket planes and PT boats. Now I've heard a battleship is in the works. Just heard. Even so, we've come quite a long way. Even though it's only been a few years.
I also know something you might find interesting. I'm the keeper now.
Whoa. So they did pick you for it after all. How fitting.
Indeed, but now I'll just focus on flying that Flanker F for now. It's the most valuable plane we have for miles around.
Only by a miracle do we possess such a weapon.
Well, not a lot of other countries have faith in our abilities, but we must not let someone else's opinion become our reality.
You've said it. What do you propose we do?
With hope, we will prevail. For the vision.
For the vision. We can do it.
Anyway, there's no time to waste.
Yep, let's go do it.
Let's get ready before they start their attack early.
Whoa! How did you do that?
This is Yellowhammer. Tally enemy contact. One single fighter. We shall wait. We shall track. If this one leads us to a squadron, that squadron may subsequently lead us to our prey.
How long do we wait, sir?
It's uncertain. Seconds, minutes, why lone blades have known to stay isolated from the squadron for hours, and there's the whole squadron. What?
And now they've seen us. What? And now they've seen us! I take it that tracking them is out of the question? An accurate assumption, yes. What's the plan then? You know very well. Fair enough.
Yellow Hammer engaging. Papua Eagle engaging.
Airspace. Oblako, activating stun smoke. Oh, choke on it. Safe ground. Meteor 1 commencing landing sequence. Meteor 1 preparing to submerge. Engine panel sealed. Diving now. Here we go. Meteor 1 proceeding underwater. This is command to air units. All of our allied ships are reporting in combat ready. Wipe out the incoming enemy task force. The enemy will also be going after our own fleet, so you will need to defend as well as attack. Roger. Moving to engage. Our fleet is attacking the enemies underwater. Continue to lay down suppressing fire on the enemies above the water too. Meteor 1 engaging, targeting the command ships. Torpedoes away. The fighters are attacking our own fleet. I didn't expect them to go easy on us. They're under attack. Take evasive action. This is PT-104. The enemy is getting too close for comfort. We'll engage.
enemy is taking fire. They're also sending reinforcements. It's an elite squadron. Look out. Command to all air units. The enemy is almost destroyed. Move in for one final attack.
Target ahead! Fire!
Victory's in sight. We can do this. The enemy fleet has been destroyed. Erase what's left. Leave nothing in your wake.
Strictly Stroyam.
Very good work. Now that we've taken back control of the seas, our future operations will proceed more smoothly.
It's hard to believe a plan like that worked. But that's us for you.
There has been no damage to major populated areas, and we have not reported any casualties from the nearby villages.
The citizens may rest easy for now. Dikiza to. I suppose we have exhausted a lot of our supplies, but we can always get more. China, Israel, Australia, New Zealand. If anything, we could get more supplies now that our allies have seen what we've been through. And there's still much more to come. Oh, Zasusenya! The pirates! The tensions! Have you heard anything new?
I don't know anything new just yet.
Neither do I. Well, according to command, they might be under attack soon. Papua New Guinea will remain neutral in this affair, but some of us might head over to help defuse the situation. Oh, are we going on a journey? A voyage? Probably, if the area here is secured again. We better get ready soon. Oh boy, now things have got even more interesting. Still, we can claim a victory today. Air is our sea. Oh yeah, this day foretold now here for all to see. Salvation. But for now, this is all I can take. Good night, gentlemen.
Now I have become the keeper of the Sodoran vessel and all its knowledge and detail. And with this new status comes this new power of sorcery, telekinesis, and telepathy. Even though I have been chosen, I have a lot to learn before I can use these powers to great effect. The computer of this vessel, Indigent Tendency, has watched for eons. Listen to us. We are human, and those we represent are its makers. I will now reject my bias and make amends. His makers are his masters. I will bring them safely to salvation.
Gentlemen, good morning. A brief explanation before things go underway. Time is short, so I will keep this quick. I can assure you we will not be establishing a single base of operations. Rather, we will be traversing several thousand miles of hazardous wasteland and landing at any defendable locations we may stumble upon. All of our essentials are packed, our air course is plotted, and all the planes are ready. Come on now, according to our schedule, we are already several minutes behind schedule.
That is seriously cool how he does that.
Which direction is the thief heading, Assyria?
We are heading toward the northeastern sea, but I don't think that the fuel for the surveillance plane will last if we go out to sea.
Someone's approaching in the sky, I guess. The talkative scientist, right? Put him through.
It appears that you've had your valuable crystal samples stolen from you. Your qualifications as a general are doubtful if this kind of management continues.
You have sharp ears as usual. We are rather happy that you have an interest in our mission, but we would be grateful if you could focus your time on the development of new weapons, you know.
Damn. The research can't be continued if the valuable materials are taken. Or was it intentionally stolen to interrupt the research?
Oh. Crystal weapon research is bad, isn't it? I suppose you aren't aware of the Montevideo Agreement, Lieutenant?
Yes, of course I know. But it's also a fact that crystals have enormous energy potential.
You're not actually thinking of illegally diverting the crystals into weapons. I'll report this to the Council as a major violation of the regulations, alright?
I'm not doing that! There's no way I could do that! I wouldn't allow that kind of research in the Weapons Development Division. You can look it up if you doubt me.
He's suspicious, you know.
That's true. I'll report this to Madam Lindenbaum and the Council.
Captain, hostile fighters incoming.
Skyfighter and Raptor flights are taken out the radar network.
General, an external interruption on the transmission line, sir.
Hey, how can you attack someone's ship without a greeting? VCD doesn't have any manners, eh?
I see. It's a Valvarosa Hawkeye pirate ship. Her flagship, no less. We don't want to be rough. Can you return the stolen crystals to us?
Well, of course a pirate's not going to return the treasure she's obtained. You want to know something else, camarada? I hate the military to boot. I'm making a profit, so it's killing two birds with one stone.
Hold on, Val. Are you saying that your guys will confront VCD even though they're fighting the aliens? I'm kind of disappointed, lady. I thought you were chivalrous.
Ha! Are you telling me that ISAF is absolutely righteous? Guess what, sweetheart? The guys that offered me this job were also going on about their righteousness.
I figured someone asked you to steal them.
Oh well, I guess we'll just resist like typical bad guys.
3 units approaching from aft and port.
Stop them! Activate the defenses!
Such a pesky fellow. The firepower is not that much different from that of a small army.
J-Hero squadrons, exercise caution. The weapons confirmed to odds and ends, but have a significant amount of firepower.
The enemy is advancing.
This will be a real battle if it's with you, VCD. Don't take pirates lightly.
Oh, don't you talk to me about battling pirates. I've dealt with space pirates for years. Firebird 1 to Star Raven 2. Keep your cool. We can do this. Firing! Those are alien fighters in the air, all right? They don't seem to be working with her. Understood, Firebird 1.
Valvarosa, this is Captain Carvina of the Arrows of New Guinea. Cancel engagement and stand down. Return the crystals before a dark road begins. We will show you the light.
Sorry, Arrows, but conflict has already broken out. You must choose a side.
Let the record show that you said that. Oblako, attack the pirates and defend against ISAF if necessary.
General. We still have a secret weapon. Who's the idiot who's moving it? The former Alguma. It's been contaminated by the crystals.
General, the crystal contamination response has risen on the pirate ship.
Contamination detected. Enemy units have breached the ship.
Mr. Carter, Tarakala. You shall be tormented soon at car.
Splash the main enemy cannon.
The enemy formation has changed. The energy level is increasing.
Sorry, but it's not over. There's still something else coming up.
Blow of Hornet is active. I repeat, secret weapon is active.
We're in range. Let him have it. Guardian 1 to Star Raven. That looks a bit too formidable even for someone like you. I'm coming to assist. I got it! Oh no, wait, it's still alive, it's still kicking. That can only mean the heat is gonna get turned up. Oh, I'm afraid you're right, sir. We need assistance. Anybody?
We're going to help.
Raptor 1 to Star Raven 1. Take my support drones. Thank you, Raptor 1. That definitely had an effect. Well, you could say that. He's bringing out some big guns. Look out! Holy crud!
All systems destroyed. Explosion imminent.
I will have to thank you for stopping the runaway, but can you be a little more gentle?
This is Star Raven 1. Just be thankful your ship is still floating. If you stay, you will not survive long out here. We invite you to surrender and come aboard Bellwether.
Oh, give me some coffee if you're going to invite me. I only drink South American coffee, all right?
Ah, you know your stuff, I see. Leave it to me.
Oh my word, it seems that we'll have another annoying person on board.